Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing investing for beginners. Now there's many things that you can invest in. You can invest in real estate, you can invest in stocks, you can invest in pretty much anything you want. The biggest thing is finding out what you want to put your money in and what the expected return will be, because the whole thing about investing is you're putting your money to make a profit somewhere else, building up your wealth and building up your portfolio in whatever sector or whatever endeavor you wish to take part in. So first of all, you need the startup capital. So what you need to do is you need to start setting your accounts up in order to feed your investments. Therefore, have a look what banks are offering what, how can you best utilize your money in every single way. Also look at your spending habits. The less you spend here, the more you can invest into stocks or the more you can put into your house. So in order to build wealth, I will highly recommend to set aside an account that you feed money into every single week, every single month, whatever, and then let that capital grow. That is then your capital to be utilized on any investment of your choosing. Start feeding it, start spending less, and start spending more to grow your wealth. It's called opportunity cost in economics. Instead of this, you're gonna buy that. So think about where you wanna be in about 5 to 10 years time, then track the progress. So say in 6 months, I wanna accumulate $5,000 in this account. By 10 months, I wanna put 2 or 3 grand into these particular shares. I wanna have this house deposit. Write it all down, formulate a plan, and think about what you really want to achieve. Because everything changes every single year. The economy changes. We've seen it with the coronavirus. We've seen it with the GFC in 2008. We've seen it in previous years where an event has occurred and the markets have gone berserk. Inflation's on the rise, unemployment's on the rise. You got to take in all these economic factors and put them into perspective of how you're tracking towards whatever goal you want to achieve. So in order for you to invest effectively, you always need to be learning, buying books, buying certain courses. Yes, some courses are actually worth it. Building up that knowledge base and then taking that knowledge base and heading straight into it. Not being afraid to pull the trigger in the right time at the right place. Obviously, you're not always gonna make great decisions and the timing's not always gonna be right, but if you are consistent with your strategy or whatever you want to employ, then that's fine. There's no drama. As long as you stick to it, you formulate a plan, and you don't deviate once you get there. A lot of people get cold feet. A lot of people get very emotional, very, very emotional when the market starts going one way or the other, or something very unexpected happens. The key is to think, okay, am I here for the long term or the short term? Depending on that answer, what you need to do is really stick to your original plan. If you do need to modify a couple of things, that's fine, but make sure you stick to it. Chopping and changing all the time is what gets investors into very, very big trouble. So I would personally recommend sit back, relax, let the market do its thing, and just track your investments. I'd also recommend highly to split up your portfolio so that all your eggs aren't in one basket. So that means, say you have 20% of your portfolio in stocks, 20% in bonds, X amount in real estate, so on and so forth, having different assets building your wealth. So as an investor, you want that return. Therefore, the more chance you have of that return and the multiple returns, the wealthier and better off you will be. So have a think about it. Have a really good think about where you want to be. Think of an exact number of time and money or whatever it is that you want to achieve, and then work towards that each and every day. Highly recommend. As soon as you envision that, have a look. It's written down somewhere. It's on a hard copy, or even if it's in your phone on your notes, keep referring back to it. Okay, how's my progress? And maybe even track your progress. Say you're 70% of the way there to achieving your 6 monthly goal. That's awesome. You'll go, okay, I'm almost there. It'll give you more motivation to keep going towards that goal. Use the apps on your phone. Use the programs on your computer. Use books, use libraries, use every single asset that you have to get into a position of strength. Because from there, you're just gonna build and build and build, and your confidence is gonna go up as well. Have a good hard look at what your weaknesses are. Again, write them all down. Once you know what your weaknesses are, start working on them one by one. But also, don't forget, work on your strengths as well. So you've got strengths, weaknesses, start working on each one of those. And then eventually, you'll refine yourself up to a point where everything is easier, you understand more, your knowledge base is huge. Then you can collaborate with people, you can take on certain bigger projects, and you can start building a pretty successful life as an investor. So I would highly recommend read up as much as you can, do your research, have a strategy in place, and just stick to that strategy. Do not deviate. And then you will see how the rewards pay off. Chop and change every time, every now and then, adapt to different conditions. However, at the core, keep your mindset the same. Now, if you have found this video useful, please give it a like because it does help the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you want to see further videos or if you enjoy this kind of community with tips, thoughts, travel videos, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you get notified when another video comes out. Hope everyone's staying safe, washing their hands, making their travel plans. Thank you very much for listening, and I shall see you again soon.